Alright, so this is a little, I guess, departure from what we usually do. I wanted to take a chance to go over some of the resources that we have available to our BMET students. So what I did actually is I created a new account. And anytime that you create a new account, you're going to come up to this little page, and it will say, I said I was a teacher, so that's why it says add teacher superpowers. But if you say that you're not, then it will still ask you if you want to add the superpowers. But you'll notice right below that there is this little or continue to free Quizlet. So you just click there, and there you go. So we are going to, I'm actually going to log out just so you can see how that process works. So when you first get to the website, this is how it looks. And if you were brand new to it, you would click on the sign up, and it comes up with this, and you can sign in with Google, you can sign in with Facebook, or you can create a new account. Now, since I just did that, I'm going to go to login. Now, I did mine with my Google, so it's going to come up that way, and there we go, and voila, I am in. So you'll notice you come to kind of this intro screen. You might want to call it something like a home screen. So once you're here, you'll notice there's a menu on the left, which has your study sets, settings, a help center. It allows you to create some folders. And we're going to look a little bit in here, but we're going to spend some time also looking in the BMET 101 one because it is really robust. I've spent a lot of time in that one getting it together. Now also under this drop down are some of the same things. So there's your study sets, settings, there's how to log out of it, and then they always want you to upgrade, so that's there too. Okay, so real quick while we're here, we're going to look at settings. So within settings, that's where you can set up a profile picture if you want to be known like that. And you'll notice there is one on the BMET 101. It's got that black background, and it says, keep calm and let the biomedical equipment technician handle it. So, but you can also set things like whether it's a teacher or student account, you can change that. You can change the language. You can identify yourself with Facebook so that Facebook people know who you are, those kinds of things. You can put an email address in, and then you can change your name, but be careful. It says you can only change it once. And you can set some notifications here. So if you want to have study notifications, what I think is one of the best parts of the settings. So let's say you want to be reminded. You can set that up and it will remind you, especially if you've got that app on your phone, and we're going to go over how the app works. Remember, it is free for both iPhone and Android. Okay, and you can make some changes to how you appear on Quizlet. So if you don't want people to know you're on Quizlet, you can take some of those things off. And then there is an option to permanently delete the account. Okay. Now the one thing I wanted to show you while we were here on this side was so copying. So let's say I'm looking for some resources. So I'm going to search up there in the search bar. Now you'll also notice that when some of this stuff comes up, it is not necessarily by BMET 101. So when you look for resources and you want to copy, you need to look specifically for BMET 101 as a user. And that user is this kind of bluish right here next to the icon. So you go to users, and it comes up. It's the very first one. When you see that black background with the keep calm and let the biomedical equipment technician handle it, you have reached the right spot. So then you can go there and you can look at all of the sets. So let's say that I really liked electricity fundamentals. So I really liked electricity fundamentals, and I want to copy it to my account. Well, I go here. This is the copy icon with the two little sheets of paper. And it comes up with the deck, and it gives you an opportunity to change the title if you want to. So if you don't like that title, if you want to indicate in some fashion that it is yours, you can add your name to it or whatever you like. Once you're happy with the title, you're going to come over here and click the Create button. So now it's located under my account. If I come over here and just go ahead and click the X on this unless you really want to share it with everyone. So now you go over here and you go to your study sets, and that one will show up there because I have copied it to my own account. So I don't have to search for it anymore. Now it just exists there. It makes it a lot easier when you are trying to study because you spend a lot less time searching for things and a lot more time actually using the decks. Okay, so also once you have done that, you are able to add and edit all of these cards. So let's say you found something else that you really thought should have been there. You can add or remove some that you don't need at all. You can edit them using this little pencil right here. So they're editable that way. If you go and click on this add or remove terms, it'll bring the whole thing up in an editable mode. So now everything is editable at this moment. So all I have to do is click on the line wherever I'm at that I want to change, right? And I can add whatever I want. And you see I added something right there. I don't actually want it, so I'm going to take it off. But you get the idea for how that works. And then if you go down to the bottom, you will see an option to add card. All right, so it's a pretty user-friendly. Once you're done, you just click done, and it goes back. It's pretty user-friendly. Let's see. So then when I am done with these, I'm going to actually go ahead and log out of this, and we'll call this sort of the intro to Quizlet on the computer because we're going to do some stuff on the app as well. I have some screenshots and we're going to look at it. Anyway, I don't want to make this too long, so we're going to log out and we're going to call this one, and then we're going to talk about options and how to best study on certain ones on the next one. Okay.